So tell me about the specific changes that the football program has implemented recently.
Well, probably the biggest change is that we have the support from, Dr. Frank to Jack Graham to Coach Mack to do what it takes to get every competitive advantage. There's a way to do it that Coach Mack he's really been with some remarkable coaches, of course, with Nick Saban the last 4 years at Alabama, and you just learn there's a model there that if you follow that model, you got a great chance of success because it's been successful there and a lot of other places. In the locker room clean, it's making the practice fields nicer, it's treating your teammates better, it's just top to bottom, it's very, very professional.
Well, with that, so what are some of the overall goals that the athletic department has with these new changes and bold new air and things like that?
Everything is designed to win games, and that's the bottom line in this business. You can say what you want, you got to win games, and that's what we got to do. But along the way, everything that Jack and Tony and our administration and everything that we try to do is to build tradition, to build participation from students, alumni, faculty. It's just, there's nothing like participation. I tell her, I know a lot of people, I've been here again 32 years, I know a lot of people have been to campus and haven't been to stadium, and I know a lot of people have been to the stadium that haven't been to campus. And by putting it there, you get them both. And then they come on a Saturday to go to the stadium where they just take a limited stuff for the soft goods. So then they come back after a game, they want to go to the bookstores, and they're closed because it's Saturday night. And I mean, I've heard the complaints about that for 30 years. And so by having a stadium on campus, it'll have a huge bookstore, just like the Rockies dugout or whatever it's called. And and then people get the fever and they start wearing it. They go to Denver, hey, that's a cool sweatshirt. Where'd you get that? Got it at the bookstore at the stadium. And it just feeds itself, and that's what you feel when you go to other places. Even bigger places or smaller on campus seems to make a difference in the participation and the spirit.
So I know, just like off the record, I know a lot of people complain about the on-campus stadium, but I feel like when I talk to people, a lot of people don't know the extra stuff, like the extra efforts that are being put into this stadium, like talking about the microbreweries and like all things like that. Like, do you think that there's
people hear, two things in the on campus and in the city because of how we've done things for longer than the years I've been here. People don't realize that what we're trying to do is get a bigger pie. They think we're trying to take a bigger slice of the pie. And that's not what we're trying to do. And that's not what we're selling. We're trying to sell an anchor to attract students, businesses, and money, and faculty, and former players, and former students, and alums, and just trying to get everyone here. I think they see Hughes Stadium, and they think we're going to take Hughes Stadium and put it here. They don't realize we're going to build something closer to Coors Field with all the amenities, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be somewhere where again, they've dealt with it a little bit, but how many times do you hear complaints about the bathrooms at Hughes Stadium? Well, there won't be any complaints at the bathroom. So it'd be one, instead of someone go, I went to the game, but I had to wait in line 20 minutes to go to the bathroom. I missed the whole second quarter. I'm not going again.
So how do you personally feel about these changes that they've been making?
I think the changes are good because I've always been, I participated in my education, and if I can get our guys to participate in their education, then it just is it just represents better. And I think we've always had a pretty good element. The last few years have been the anomaly in treating people badly. And we've had a pretty good reputation. And I know that it has mattered that our athletes are involved on campus and involved in student groups, and they represent pretty well. So I think it's good to get back and just ask our students to participate over there and ask those students to participate over here.
What are your hopes for the future CSU football program?
Well, I used to say when we were winning a bunch of games, I used to say, somehow I have to think that when they wanted college football to be this pretty neat thing, they wanted to do it like that because we really weren't spending a lot of money. We just were winning a lot of games. Our guys were, we didn't have great facilities. We just kind of did stuff right, and it was just fun to be part of.
Yeah.
And anymore, in order to get there, I think the facilities are important, and you have to do some things to make your statement so they know you're legitimate. That's kind of what this statement about the stadium is to show people that we're sincere and that we're moving forward. And so my hope is that we can get back to that where people think of Colorado State football and they go, wow, that's pretty cool. And it's in a great town. We got great people, and so I want people to know that.
Yeah.